Okay, sorry about my bad mic, but I'm not about to explain what an iceberg chart is. If you've been on YouTube for the past year, then you probably know what it is. I'm not gonna explain. Let's just cut to the chase. Layer 1. Keyon the Hedgehog full movie. So Keyon the Hedgehog full movie is a video by Sonic Forever's Real Stuff. Why is he called that? Because he doesn't upload on that channel anymore. He moved to a new channel. So basically, the video is 14 minutes and 58 seconds long, and it's every part of Keyon the Hedgehog, the movie, but merged into one video to be like an actual movie, as the title suggests. It's not really feeling like a movie, it's feeling like a short, because actually it's pretty short. 15 minutes is not that short, but it's not really a movie. Okay, Keyon the Hedgehog All Parts. Keyon the Hedgehog All Parts is a playlist on SC Edgar Studios' channel. It was last updated on August 7th, 2020. It has 6 videos, and each video adds up to 295 views. The description of the playlist says, "A epic movie about friendship will make your family and friends love this movie." Well, I did not like the movie. I did not love it either. Neither does SC Edgar Studios himself. It's just a clone of the Sonic movie, but with more characters and a slightly different plot. The reason why it's called Our Parts is because, for some reason, Keyon the Hedgehog, the movie, is not a movie. It's split into 5 parts. So that's kind of weird. It's not really a movie. It's more of a mini-series, but okay. I'll let it slide. Shards. So Shards is the villain of Keyon the Hedgehog, the movie, or Keyon 1. And yeah. Nayok. Nayok is the villain of Keyon the Hedgehog 2 Kings, or Keyon 2. Keyon the Hedgehog 2 Kings full parts. Keyon the Hedgehog 2 Kings full parts is a playlist on SC Edgar Studios' channel, which has every video, which adds up to 411 views. It was last updated on September 4th, 2021, and it has 8 videos. Again, this is more of a mini-series because it's split into parts. However, Keyon the Hedgehog. Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. The title character of Keyon the Hedgehog, the movie. Simple as. Keyon the Hedgehog Remastered. So Keyon the Hedgehog Remastered is a video by Galaxy64, aka me. That's me. You probably know that. It's basically for Keyon 1's first anniversary. And it was made on July 17th, 2021. I spent until 4 a.m. making this. And yeah, it just premiered July 17th, 2021. It has 60 views at the time recording. And I put the location on the video as Green Hills, which is neat. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You should probably go check it out if you want. I'm not gonna link it in the description. Well, I might. I doubt I will. I'll probably forget. But it's basically just a remastered version of Keyon the Hedgehog 1, as the title suggests. It's basically with better editing, and yeah, that's all. Keyon the Hedgehog DX. So Keyon the Hedgehog DX is a video with 55 views at the time of recording. It premiered on my channel, again, on January 22nd, 2022. It's the same as Keyon the Hedgehog Remastered, but with even more editing. I have hiccups, I'm sorry if I keep stuttering and stuff. Keyon 2 Kings DX. So Keyon 2 Kings DX is a remastered version of Keyon 2 Kings. And it has 60 views at the time of recording. It premiered on January 23rd, 2022. My opinions on Keyon 2 Kings, it's okay. It's better than the first Keyon, which is just a clone of the Sonic movie but with more characters. Keyon 2 Kings is kind of original, and I like it. It's not bad, but it's Okay, so Keyon the Hedgehog, or Keyon the DX Collection, has 61 views at the time of recording, premiered on January 24th, 2022. And it's basically both Keyon the Hedgehog DX and Keyon 2 Kings DX combined into one video to be like an actual movie. And it's 43 minutes long and 6 seconds. So yeah, Keyon's fodder. So Keyon's fodder only appears in Keyon the Hedgehog 1. But yeah, he's just Keyon's fodder, and Keyon has a dream about him or something in the final battle of Keyon 1. Or at least after the final battle of Keyon 1. After they kill Shards, Keyon passes out because the giant blast knocked him out, but only killed Shards. Keyon is knocked out, but Shards is dead. Not sure how Keyon didn't die, but he basically got knocked out, fell asleep, and then he had a dream about his father, and he was left with a choice. Either go with his family back home in Green Hills or something with his dad, or go with his friend in Zion. And he chose to go with his friends, so yeah. And Keyon is king in the end of Keyon 1. I just thought I'd mention that. I need to go drink water. I have hiccups, and I'm recording. I can't record the hiccup. Keyon Mayhem. So Keyon Mayhem is just the third Keyon movie. It's coming out later this year, so yeah. It's gonna be probably the best Keyon movie yet. For Green Hills. So this is just a quote from Keyon 1, and Keyon says it a few times. He says it in the final battle. That's the last time he says it. He's never said it in Keyon 2, only in Keyon 1, and he said it in the final battle. He also said it before that, I think, or he said it like 3 times in the final battle, but yeah, it's just a quote from Keyon 1. So yeah. And he says this for the last time, I think, when Shards kills Edgar. And then Keyon says, for my parents, for Edgar, for Green Hills, it's really stupid. Moving on to Layer 2. Keyon the Hedgehogs. The Hedge Blocks, sorry. Work in progress. So Keyon the Hedge Blocks is just a Roblox game of Keyon the Hedgehog. It was made as like a time game for Keyon 1, and it's actually pretty good. It controls well, and yeah. It's pretty easy to find. You just search it up, Keyon the Hedge Blocks, and then you'll find it. Keyon spine decoration, color change. So, in images, like the thumbnails for Keyon 1 and Keyon 2, you'll notice that Keyon has a spine decoration, and he has like these blue things. He has half blue quills, and yeah, that all changed in Keyon 3. In Keyon Mayhem, he now has a black spine decoration, and yeah, Edgar just decided to change the color of his spine. So yeah, now his clothes are half black instead of half blue now. It's pretty cool. I guess Keyon grew up and then they just turned blue. Keyon is Edgar's old friend in real life. Yeah, SC Edgar Studios is of course a real person. His name is Edgar. And Keyon is also a real person. Him and Edgar have been friends for like a couple years, and Keyon, I think he left Sonic fandom or something, or YouTube for a while, because of personal stuff in his life. I wouldn't get into it, but yeah. Basically, Keyon and Edgar are real people, of course, and Keyon left the internet, but now he does music, I think, and he's also in the on Mayhem Discord server. We'll get to that. Okay, Nayak's reason. So Nayak, again, is the villain of Keyon 2 Kings, or Keyon 2. The Squeakle. So the reason why he's evil is his father told him to go fight off Edgar and Keyon or something. But yeah, that's all. Mecha K. So Mecha K is just a Metal Sonic robot version of Keyon. And he basically just shows up, but he gets killed. Yeah, he just gets destroyed and obliterated. So yeah, he was made and then he got destroyed. Robot Edgar. So someone, I don't know who, made Robot Edgar, and he took it on Nayak and Mecha K in the second movie, Keyon 2 Kings. But Edgar's no longer a robot in future parts of Keyon 2. I think he just turned back into a normal hedge. But basically, yeah, that's all. Zion is the new king. So in the last part of Keyon 2 Kings, basically, Keyon hands over his crown and is no longer king of Green Hills. And now Zion is the king of Green Hills. So yeah, that's all that happened. Moving on. Keyon Mayhem website. Now, if you're in the SC Edgar Discord server, or the Keyon Mayhem Discord server, you might know that there's a Keyon Mayhem website. I made it in Google Sites, I made it, but Edgar also has permissions to change stuff if he wants to. I gave him permission to do that. So yeah, that's now moving on. Layer 3, Keyon's mother. Now, if you didn't know, Keyon has a mother, because he's only in Keyon Wanted, just like Keyon's father. But Keyon's father is well known, because he's in Keyon 1. But Keyon's mother, if you probably didn't know, he has a mother, and she's only in a couple scenes, but you can see her definitely. Basically, where she is in the first scene showing Keyon's origin story, she is right next to Keyon's father, and basically she is acknowledged by Keyon's father saying, "Hold on, honey, I'm going to go talk to Keyon."
This king thing and prince thing just doesn't feel like it's my thing. Oh, well, sweetie, take care of everything. I'm gonna go talk with Keyon.
Or whatever it said. So yeah, you can see her. That's it. Quintina. Now, of course, Keyon 3 has a new villain, but you might not know her name. It's a girl, and her name is Quintina. She's voiced by Yes Edits. I don't know if you know who Yes Edits is, but she's in my featured channels. So yeah, moving on. Keyon Mayhem Discord server. I acknowledged this earlier, but there's a Keyon Mayhem Discord server. If you want to join, I'll leave a link in the description. Funko Pop concept art. So yeah, Funko Pops, you probably know them. So Edgar traced the Funko Pops and he decided to make his own concept art of what Keyon 1 Funko Pops could look like. And he made some of it. It was only made for Keyon 1. Keyon 1 remake. So Keyon 1 is getting remade to be animated, and it's gonna be a lot better. Keyon and Zion are brothers. Even though Keyon Hedgehog and Zion is a fox, Keyon and Zion are both brothers. They're siblings, yeah. They're brothers. You may or may not know that. Shards is minion / assistant. So Shards has like a assistant in Keyon 1, and he doesn't do much. He's only in a few scenes, but he's not really a minion. Shards calls him a minion, but he doesn't do much. He just is an assistant. So, kind of like Agent Stone from the Sonic movie, or maybe Snively. But moving on. The War of the Brothers. Okay, this refers to basically that Keyon is evil in Keyon 3. And you'll see why. It's because of the villain, but whatever. Yeah, so Keyon and his brother are probably gonna have a battle. SC Edgar after Keyon 1. So yeah, SC Edgar died in Keyon 1 during the final battle. He was killed by Shards, but then in Keyon 2 returned as a robot, and then the robot was gone, and then a completely new SC Edgar. He's a different person. He just happens to have the same name, but he's a completely different SC Edgar. And yeah, SC Edgar has had many redesigns, and you can mostly see it in his profile pictures on YouTube if they ever change it, which he often does change it, and he has some pretty cool designs. The current design, you probably know it. Yeah, it's being for Keyon 3 and the rest of the Keyon movie series. Alright, so I can't really explain Layer 4 and 5 because there's some things I don't even know about in there. So SC Edgar will explain for me.
Alright troops, I think you can take a break now. Don't mind if I explain the next 2 layers. Hello everybody, it is I, SC Edgar, aka the creator of Keyon the Hedgehog's franchise. And I'm proud to be here with troops today. And you know what we're here for, that Iceberg. But how about let's already get into the Iceberg and not talk about the epic introduction I made. For those who don't know who Quintina is the villain of the 3rd upcoming Keyon film called Keyon 3 Mayhem. And not much really know of what her origin is. Well, because I haven't even announced what her origin is. But I'm not really going to reveal her origins in this video since I want to keep it a surprise for when the film comes out, you know? If I ruin the surprise, what's the point of the origins in the movie? Now, Keyon 4 is actually under development. We actually have a plot. We are already starting to begin production on the film. We haven't got voice lines yet, but this film is surprisingly better than Keyon 3. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to reveal anything cool about this. So, stay tuned into Direct. Now, Shards Origins are a little unknown since I did actually plan to reveal them in the first Keyon movie, but since when I was younger, after rewatching the scene, I thought it was a little too brutal for some people out there. Now, every single new movie that releases, there's always going to be new members in each and every new movie. For example, Keyon 2 had like 3 or 4 new members. Keyon 3 is going to have like 2 new members. And afterwards, it's going to happen more members and more members. And we're finally done with Layer 4. Let's move on to Layer 5 where things actually get very interesting. In Keyon 1, there's actually a character that wasn't even added into Keyon 2 or 3 or the next upcoming projects, which would be known as a character named Lime the fox. Now, this is another real person, but sadly, due to some drama, Keyon, the real Keyon, told me to permanently remove the character from the series. So I did. Believe me when I say this, but originally I was going to make 10 movies for this movie, or specifically series. But it's really crazy how I was actually planning to make 10, and like 5 would come out each month, which in this case would be a lot of pressure. So thank God I did not do 10 movies, because if anything, 10 movies would just be a lot of pressure. Ever since the first part to Keyon 2, or specifically Keyon 2 Kings Part 2 came out, me and one of my other friends were planning on making a Five Nights at Keyon's type horror game for you guys to play. I have tons of canceled concept art of this Five Nights at Keyon's thing. There's literally a trailer still online about this whole entire Five Nights type game. Literally, you guys can just go search it up, Five Nights at Keyon's. It'll be right there on the channel. Keyon Wanted was originally supposed to be a series that would end the Keyon franchise for good. Originally, it was supposed to be about how Keyon goes bad, but he's not technically himself. But what I'm trying to say here is that he's not really Keyon. He's like another clone, but this time made from someone else. So yeah, this right here was originally supposed to be the first ever version of Keyon 3, or should I say Keyon Life Cannot Be Changed. This was supposed to be the end game of the Keyon franchise, meaning this would have ended the Keyon franchise as well. But you know what happened? Massive changes. Now we're on Keyon 3 Mayhem. So yeah, Shards does actually have a son. Again, as I said, deleted scene of Shards that would have been amazing for Keyon 1, by the way, is that Shards would have been talking to his son through like a FaceTime type thingy, but on the computer. But you know, that scene never came because, you know, I don't know why actually this time. You read that correctly. Keyon is a real person. My friend Cool Keyon Production, who used to make YouTube content but now doesn't really anymore. Technically he does now, but he just uploads, you know, rap music, which I generally think is cool. You know, he can do what he wants to do, right? I can't just, you know, keep saying, hey, keep doing Sonic content. You know, he can do whatever he wants with this content, and I'll be chill with it. Besides, he's one of my friends. I can't just change my friends. I'll just let him do what he does best. Alright, Keyon 5 and 6. Those two are yet again not cancelled, but in development. Alright? Troops decided to say, hey yo bro, how about we make 4, 5, and 6? And you know what I said? Bet. But actually, I didn't exactly say bet, but I just kind of had to think for a second, thinking, would this be good for the Keyon franchise? You know what I said? Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Even though it's going to put a lot of stress on me, it'll be good. But actually, I have been writing the story / plot for both of these movies at my school, you know? Whenever I don't have any work or anything to do specifically, I'll just go into Google Docs and Kazinga, do my magic on there. And that is layer 4 and 5. Now let us return back to Troops. Take it away, Troops.
Well, thank you, Edgar. That is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, here's my new outro. Bye-bye. Cool, you stayed past the outro. Don't leave yet, I have a quick announcement. So, SC Edgar Studios is running an event on YouTube called SC Edgar Direct. He's done this before, but it's a collaboration this time. I've been in a couple of them, but it wasn't really a big collaboration. But this is going to be a big collaboration. It's an event which will be premiering on YouTube on Edgar's channel, where he and me and a few other creators are going to share our projects and announce them. Projects like movies and shows. I will be there, of course. SC Edgar will be sharing some new movies. So yeah, I'm gonna be at the event. I will announce something. I don't really have a project, but I'm just gonna be announcing stuff for SC Edgar. You'll have to wait and see. And Shards Studios is gonna be at the event. He's another YouTuber. Blueshine730 also might be at the event. And maybe J-Rock. If you don't know who these guys are, well, they're not really big channels. Edgar isn't really a big channel either. But yeah, this event is going to be really cool. It'll be premiering on SC Edgar's channel. So go subscribe to SC Edgar Studios. He is going to reach 1,000 subscribers. Let's see if he can reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Or maybe even before by the end of the month. What the heck? Sure. But yeah, if you stayed after the outro, then I guess you wanted to see the outro or something. Or you saw that there was more. So thanks for staying after the outro if you're seeing this. So yeah, go subscribe to SC Edgar Studios. And that's it. Bye-bye.